Alright, we're broadcasting. Or at least we should be. Okay, I'm going to hit the go thing. Have you got the stream up there?
I do. I brought it up.
Got the warning business?
Yep. Warning,
Awesome.
Big Red Ramble's about to commence.
Alright, let's do this. What's up, everyone? It is Grand Theft Auto 5 week, so Pac-Man and I are here to play Aliens vs Predator 2.
In your face, majority of the internet.
Yeah. I haven't got Grand Theft Auto 5 and I stream everything, so that is why we're not doing GTA 5 pretty much. I said this on the podcast last week, but I'm going to be waiting around for a PC or next-gen version of Grand Theft Auto 5 because I don't really want to buy games for dying consoles anymore.
But maybe if we're lucky, Rockstar will allow that whole $10 upgrade. That would be sweet. Because I bought it for PS3, so I would spend $10 to do the upgrade.
Well, they certainly made enough money so far, so maybe they'll be cool about it.
$1 billion.
Yeah. All right, Pac-Man. So what campaign do you want to play? I'm going to start from scratch.
Oh, we gotta do the Alien one.
The Alien? Oh, I'm a big fan of the Alien one. Okay, let's launch this. So yeah, this is Aliens vs Predator 2. This game was made by Monolith, I think.
Yep. Monolith back in
2001, I think, yeah. And it remains to this day one of my favourite games ever.
This game was really crazy when it came out.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I don't know if this means anything, but it's definitely the best Alien game.
Oh, absolutely.
And this is the game that the reboot tried so desperately to be and failed utterly.
To have this shipment stowed by 9. You also told us to expect 9 containers. We received 7. I don't want to hear excuses. Get it done.
Monolith, for those not in the know, are the people behind like Fear.
Is concerned, Doctor. The loss of
Setbacks are to
When
be
Fear
Yes,
was still a
Dr.
good series as well.
We've made considerable strides in
The committee wants commercial applications.
This was also like, this is one of those games where they have multiple campaigns, like the 3 different campaigns, and they all tied into each other,
I'm not about to let
which was great at the time. It was like playing 3 different timelines from 3 different perspectives, but occasionally you'd cross the streams with another campaign. And it was awesome going through those moments of realization.
You're late.
Like, there's a part in this game where you're playing as a Marine and a Predator turns up, but in the Predator campaign, that's you.
Yeah. There's so many great moments in this game. It was really well made, and the Marine campaign, back in the day when you didn't know any better, was actually pretty well done. It was actually kind of spooky in a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, this remains, maybe not to this day, but back in those days, the Marine campaign was one of the scariest things I'd ever played in game form.
Schedule for depart. Schedules change. Come on.
Alright, we're going to skip through all of this, because let's get to controlling an alien. So right now, this is another awesome thing about AVP2, you start off as an alien in facehugger form. Which is brilliant. I've got to try and remember the, there we go.
The hardest thing about being the facehugger is, if you're not good at spatial, awareness, you can get really sort of turned around.
Oh yeah, this will make you ill. Because you can straight up crawl on ceilings and walls and jump from wall to wall if you're good enough at it. It's been a long time since I've played, so I'm not sure how effective I'll be at it. I'm just trying to figure out what the somewhere around here there's a key that gives me night vision. I forget what it is. Hold on a sec. Oh, there we go. It's the V button. And that's the pounce key.
It's kind of weird, but there was actually a couple. There's more than a few Alien video games made, or Predator video games made, or AVP games made. Like there was another Aliens one. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. I don't know if it wasn't really a side-scrolling shooter, but it was something akin to that. And you had to like crawl up and down these pipes, and you were Ripley, and you had the flamethrower and the grenade launcher and everything. It was pretty sweet.
Yeah, I don't remember what that was.
No wonder he doesn't have any.
But in this, it's if you're the Predator, it's all about that giant spear.
Oh yeah. Well, the Predator had so many cool toys
No, sir.
in this game.
Idiot.
You had the shoulder cannon, you had the sniper rifle, like the needle rifle. That was awesome. If you could sneak up to people effectively, you had the wrist blade.
Why aren't you men at your usual post? Sir,
Yeah, the predators come ready for business. Can you imagine just running into like, you know, a 7-foot humongously muscled alien with a, you know, laser bazooka on his shoulder and like
Yeah, right.
death weapons? Like, good lord, like you just die of a heart attack right then.
Somebody hacked it and just dropped him. Talk about permanent
And he can be
damage.
invisible just because
No
fuck
record.
you, everyone.
Whoever did this was a pro.
What do you have against that guy? Do you trust him?
You know,
He didn't get kicked
Oh
out.
man, that
He was
just watching
honorably
you sort of
believe a mercenary.
ooze over those boxes made me a little nauseous.
This was like the original Mirror's Edge for making people a bit motion sick.
You see, that's one of the only things with the Oculus Rift that because I'm kind of sensitive to that kind of stuff, but I've heard from people that the whole motion sickness from the Oculus Rift is kind of overstated. It's really game dependent.
I'll find out this weekend.
Like I've been
Going on
told
duty?
though that roller coaster demo that they're using on everyone is crazy effective.
Oh yeah, I can believe it.
So what's the goal with you? What's the goal in the level right now? You just trying to escape or find a person? You're trying to find a person to infect.
The
right?
objective right now is to find an isolated person because you need obviously time to incubate as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're trying to find someone who is on their own and not going to be disturbed. But like my favourite thing about playing this game is the first couple of levels on the Alien campaign are pretty much stealth levels. Like, because every other game you've ever played, it were you to play as an alien, including AVP 1, you would be like just ripping people apart from the first level. You are the well, you're not the predator, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
In the descriptive sense, you are the predator.
I'm thinking about doing. Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's all about the
Just don't
killing.
forget it's happening.
But you're straight up like stealthing because at this point, a face hugger can get killed by someone standing on them.
But
So-
even when you become an alien, you can still use the shadows and stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, I've just been spotted, so this isn't good for me. Oh, and I'm dead.
Splat.
Yeah, so you see that's what happens as a face hugger. Just pulse rifles plus face huggers equals squidge. And now I might have to actually...
Yeah, that's all that's left of you. You're just a pool acid on the middle.
Oh, it looks like I might have gotten away with a...
Checkpoint.
I wonder if I have an old save on it. Because this isn't where I was. I might have an old save.
And I have so many old games installed on my computer, and one of the beautiful things about really old games is they don't uninstall cleanly, and you can't always find them super easily. So I got like dozens and dozens of games sort of just buried in my hard drive right now.
Yeah. Well, I just killed again because I didn't quite know where I was. Let's try this again. Right, so that's the scientists. I'm going to get up on the wall here. If I can. Seem to have gotten stuck in a pipe. There we go. I really miss the like this age of first-person shooters when they weren't all the same.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now though, I'm kind of expecting everything to start going this first-person shooter RPG hybrid that's becoming super popular. I think that's what's going to be the next omnipresent style.
Well, I'm certainly not opposed to it. I mean, Deus Ex remains one of my, best gaming experiences of all time.
And the new Deus Ex was actually pretty good too.
Oh, it was great. I've played that game loads of times. Maybe we should ramble that one day.
This thing.
Yeah.
What's next? We should.
What I really liked about that game is the fact that you could stealth around really effectively.
All right.
It wasn't just staying out of people's vision cones necessarily, but you had like a full cover system in place. Oh, I've just got spotted.
Yeah, the only thing about this game is that sort of breaks it in terms of going back and play it classic is once you trigger the bad guys, they just come at you.
Oh yeah, which isn't necessarily a problem once you become a full-grown alien, but in the stage I'm at right now, as a face hugger, not great.
But you get so used to bad guys, a couple of them hide behind cover, and one of them takes pot shots, and a couple of them charge you. When you go back and play these old games, it's very arcadey in the way all the AI behaves.
Oh yeah, I mean, this was a long time before AI got good.
Yeah.
This was back when, in stealth games, the second you got saw, everyone in the level knew where you were.
Yeah, that's why playing Thief back in the day was like a nightmare.
It was, especially if you were like me and like to get perfect runs.
Oh my god, yeah. I mean, that's what I think of every time I see something like this where you're running around in the shadows. I always flash back to the original Thief and just how bloody hard that game was.
Oh yeah, it was solid.
You know what game I was playing the other day too? Myst.
Missed.
Yeah, for whatever
Wow.
reason, I found it on my hard drive. I'm like, oh, I'll play this. I'm like, God, I'm terrible at this.
I'm terrible at this. I'm getting killed constantly.
Maybe switch to the Marine, just get a gun.
Alright, I'm going to have one more go at this. And then we'll have a switch over. Because this should not be this difficult. I've played this so many times. I used to really be quite masterful with the Alien. I used to play a lot of multiplayer on this game back in the day. And obviously this was just way before the days of people playing multiplayer Halo or whatever.
This thing's... Yep. So what's...
This was
Yeah.
weirdly a first-person shooter of its time.
Tracker up and start to fix that this morning.
But this is one of the one of those LAN party games.
And I guess we can start
I used to play online all the time. I had great fun with it. This was my... Like when everyone else was playing Quake 3 Arena, I played quite a lot of this.
Yeah, this had an active multiplayer scene for a while.
Yeah. Hopefully they've gone now.
I kind of wish someone would do a mature, animated Aliens or Predator show. Like something adult like Spawn or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Alright, I have failed enough at this right now, so I'm clearly forgetting how to do this, so I'm going to back out and...
Switch to something with a gun.
Right, we can go Predator, so we're straight up murdering stuff straight away, or Marine, where there's a bit of tension.
Oh, let's go Predator just because we see guys with guns all the time.
Alright, cool. The Predator's pretty good fun anyway.
The sound effects and stuff for back in the day are actually pretty great in this game too.
Oh yeah, they took a lot of the movie's classic sound effects. What I like about the Predator campaign is you pretty much have a grudge match. Like, there's this guy here, Rykov or whatever his name is,
General Rykov.
who's
Picked it up again.
he runs the whole base on the military base on the planet, and years ago, before the game is set, he was involved in a Predator attack, and I think it's implied that it was the original Alien vs Predator game that he was there for that. And the
Okay,
Predator, like, seriously scarred his face, and now he's looking for revenge.
Well, there was definitely something...
Man, if I lived meeting up with Predator, I would retire.
Yeah, right? I'm trying to remember all the buttons here, because the Predator has a lot of powers. So one of these is the view mode. Ah, there we go. So you got thermal vision, infrared, that's how you detect aliens, I think? And that's like Pred Tech, where you can see all of Predator tech, if there's any other Predators around, or if you want to see where your own stuff is.
And I like the Predator numerology on the left and right hand side of the screen.
Yeah, for your energy and your health. And you can cloak as well, which is cool.
And it even makes a cool sound.
Zoom in and out an awful lot.
Yeah,
pretty
it's like Superman versus a mugger right now. Like it's just so goddamn powerful.
Yeah. Alright, where's all these humans gone? That's the next question. See, this is, as much as I like a lot of the old games from back in the day, this generation of first-person shooters, it is noticeable that, these games were, they were lacking in the waypoint department.
Yeah. It's also weird to look back and see how many flat textures there are.
Oh yeah, definitely. But still, yeah, it's not like unforgivably bad graphics.
No, no, not at all. Still a really well-designed game.
Yeah. Just trying to remember which way we're supposed to go here.
I'm starting to feel really old, talking about classics and like what textures look like and the big difference, because like,
That's where I came from.
because now it's like it's over 2 decades of saying that, it's just getting to the point where like, oh my god, like I'm one of the old timers.
Oh, we definitely are.
And of course, if Rothbart was here, he'd give me grief for saying that. But
Matt, we're of the generation, especially of PC gamers, where when people talk about first-person online shooters, we think immediately to Quake.
yeah,
Whereas
well,
everyone
hey,
else goes to Call of Duty or Halo.
and Quake was, the Halo before Halo. Like, Quake was the online shooter for a while.
Yeah. Oh, they've spotted me.
I gotta say, I don't really miss that hyper speed thing. That was never really my bag. Oh, you see that? Like in the infrared, his head just explodes.
Yeah. Right, so what I'm gonna do now...
That guy thinks he's gonna get away.
There's a couple of guys there. I want to try and remember how to switch my weapons. Oh god. I have no idea how to change what is it, number keys? Oh, there we go. Aha! Spear gun.
Nice. These guys about to have a real bad day.
Can't see the crosshair very well. Oh. He saw something coming. Oh, maybe it's because I'm cloaked. I think I might have just turned my crosshair off somehow. I don't know how.
Weird. Every time I'm playing one of these games, though, I get into an argument with my little brother, because, you know what? I know everyone says the first one's the best one, but I like the Danny Glover Predator movie more. I don't care what anyone says.
You like Predator 2 more than Predator 1?
I do! I do! Jamaican drug lords versus Colombians, huge shootouts, Danny Glover falling from an apartment building, and that crazy scene where the Predator's in a bathroom and he does like first aid on himself. And, like, everything about that movie was just great. This is great.
No, you're straight up on your own, mate.
Predator 1 is the last 40 minutes of it are great. Maybe last half hour. Everything from when the native guy has that knife throwdown onwards is great.
Yeah, it takes a while to kick into that movie, except the bit that's amazing is at the beginning when Arnold Schwarzenegger's character and what's his name, Carl Weathers, is that his name?
I think so, yeah.
Carl Weathers' character. Yeah, when they like, do that like, hey man, it's good to see you, and they do that little like hand grab.
Yeah.
But their biceps are just like, "Rrrr."
Yeah, they're all like greased up for a big fight. Like, oh, it's just ridiculous.
Classic scene.
Everyone's seen that YouTube video of like the greatest handshake of all time, where they from that movie, so they clasped hands and then the guy animated like an atomic explosion and all these like the world ending.
Yeah.
Oh, see, this is so much better because unlike a face hugger, you can take a couple shots.
Yeah, man. And I've got my healing device, which is always good. Oh no, that's my hacking device. Where's my healing device? Somewhere around here. Nope, that's my energy device. Predator's got so many gadgets.
He's like the space MacGyver of death.
Yeah. Healing thing. What number are you? You know what, maybe I'll look in the options quickly. Because the healing thing's actually really cool.
What's that other classic shooter they're bringing back? Is it Wolfenstein?
Wolfenstein is coming back, yep. It's being published by Bethesda. It's called The New Order. I
wonder if that's going to be good.
I don't know. People, like, they haven't really said much about it, but there seems to be some sort of stirring going on, where people think that it looks alright in previews.
Well, yeah, I guess. But I mean, you know, giant spiders and zombies and Nazis.
Jeez.
I've just killed so many of them already. You know, like
And heal. Of stabbing yourself. I love that.
that's how a real man heals himself.
Yeah. Well, I really liked the last Wolfenstein game, actually, the Raven one. I know a lot of people had issues with it, but I thought it was pretty cool.
And I'm old enough to remember like parents having like huge shouting matches about, you know, how evil Wolfenstein and what was the other one from back in the day, Doom. And like now comparatively, it seems so ridiculous that anyone's worried about those games. But
Yeah, yeah. You know, Doom 4 is still in development. Technically.
the last Doom it didn't get the love it deserved. The last Doom was really well made. You know, for like the half an hour I was able to get through that game before I had to stop. I don't
Yeah.
play. I just don't play. It doesn't even have to be that good, but I don't enjoy gore or being scared as a form of entertainment.
Yeah, they straight up changed it to a survival horror game at that point.
But I mean, the thing about Doom 3 is if you're not playing with a really good surround sound system or a really high quality headset, you're really missing out because half of the scares from that game are sound dependent.
Yeah, and that's why they wanted to get it into the Oculus Rift development.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I think that'll make that game a hell of a lot more scary.
yeah.
I just came from here.
There's some great sound effects in this going in Alien vs Predator 2. Like there's a couple times where if you're standing still, you can hear that that sort of alien. I don't even know how to describe that sound they make. Just like, you know, like the Predator sort of breathing sound, you can hear that too.
Like the clicks or whatever it is.
Yeah,
That's the Predator
yeah.
sound for me.
It's really great when you think about how far back. Like this is what 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, for that level of sound design, it's pretty impressive. It's cool to be watching something that isn't Grand Theft Auto 2, because all I can hear is the GTA 5 soundtrack in my head and a hillbilly in his underwear running down train tracks.
Do I see?
You see, yeah, he's got the spear just running around. Blah! Oh my god! Because you're invisible. I love how, like, in most games when you shoot, you're no longer invisible. But in this, you could just run up invisible and just shove a spear right through a dude.
There are certain weapons the Predator has where that doesn't work with, but at the start of the game they're trying to teach you to use the cloak. So like, I think these may be the only three actually, but the wrist blade, the spear, and the spear gun are the three weapons you can use and stay cloaked with.
Nice.
Am I supposed to be under here? I guess so.
See, now, thanks to, like, Far Cry 3 and Grand Theft Auto, I'm so afraid to swim in everything now, because I'm just waiting for something to eat me.
Yeah.
Mind you, the wildlife in GTA has nothing on the wildlife in Far Cry 3.
Well, no. I imagine a lot of stuff in GTA is not quite as procedurally well done as Far Cry 3 is.
Well, I mean, there's lots and lots of wildlife, but there's only, I think the only thing that can kill you in GTA 5 is the shark and the cougar, and they're super easy. Like these guys. Blah!
Blah 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 blah.
Blah! 4 dudes dead in seconds. No chance, just tearing their part. Did you just tear? Yeah, you're just tearing pieces off these guys.
Well, I can't remember what it's for, but you get like bonuses for taking people's skulls as the Predator.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember what the actual mechanic behind it is though.
Yet another reason why Predator 2 is so good. You get to see that huge collection of skulls.
Oh yeah.
It's where the mainstream first realized that they were thinking about, you know, aliens and predators.
Well, they did it as a joke, didn't they? But
Well,
And it turned out everyone was like, oh man, can you imagine?
it wasn't a joke per se because they were already in production on the comics at the time.
Alright, so now they've just given, like, that Predator there just killed 2 dudes and gave me my favourite weapon in the game, possibly. And that's
what
the
do you
Predator
got?
disc.
Oh yes.
So if I can find a human somewhere... There we go.
The death frisbee. Blam! Oh my god. Oh,
And the cool
man.
thing about the disc is it doesn't automatically come back to you. So you got... Oh shit, I just died. But you got 2 choices with that. You can either, like, expend energy to recall it, or you can just go and find it, like, stuck in a wall. Probably with a person's leg on the other side of it. And this, once again, will not have a quick load or autosave. Maybe we'll have a quick look at the Marine campaign before we finish up today.
Yeah, let's do that. That's the best thing about this game is get 3 different little things to see.
Yeah. We won't go through all of the intro cinematic because it does take a while. The Marine's definitely the most story-driven of all the campaigns as well. And also the hardest. I remember having a lot of trouble finishing the Marine campaign. The only part that I found, like, reasonably simple with the Marine campaign was the very last bit where they finally give you a sniper rifle and just stick you in a corridor with aliens flowing at you. Which sounds devastating, but because that sniper rifle was so powerful, it became the easiest part of the game.
Yeah, yeah. I love the level, the big flamethrower level. You know, where you run around getting the eggs and they're all coming out of the walls at you.
Oh, in the hive.
Yeah.
So that took me so long to finish.
But I mean, it's not easy, but it's such a cool level.
Yeah.
But just the you know, like, look at, like, the light effects and everything else. Like, back in the day, this was fucking great.
Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, we got
And
locked door
the
there.
atmosphere still works even now.
Yep. People dying.
Man, horror games and survival games and stuff like that are gonna get so scary with photorealism and all this, like, you know, surround sound, you know, like really good sound mapping and triggers. It's gonna get nutty.
I somehow just managed to turn myself into a walk. And I don't know how I did that. Ah, there we go. There's too many buttons in this game. Like, I think the Marine has night vision, but I don't know how to activate it. Oh, someone's getting killed there. Ah, he's got a flashlight, not night vision.
The thing that makes it scary is if you're a fan of the series, every time you hear that blip, 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 and then you start seeing aliens pop up on the motion detector,
Yep.
your heart starts pounding.
You know what's coming. Did you play the newer 2010 Rebellion game?
The alien game before the last one?
The AVP game that came out in 2010.
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of it?
It was, honestly, except for lacking a lot of polish, it wasn't actually that bad.
Like, I've got it, I never even tried the Alien or Predator campaigns for some reason. I only ever tried the Marine one, and it just didn't stand out to me, so I kind of just uninstalled it and called it a day.
The alien part of it was pretty great. I mean, it just suffered from the fact that it was a small studio with, you know, medium-sized budget, and just the scope of what they tried to do, it was just too big for what they could do. I mean,
Yeah.
to build 3 separate campaigns with 3 completely different control schemes, 3 completely different art assets, and, like, you know, it's just, you could tell that they were stretched way too thin. Just, I mean, same thing happened with the newest Alien game.
Colonial Marines.
Yeah, I mean, Colonial Marines and, you know, wow, Colonial Marines was a train wreck. It was just a big lie.
Yeah, it didn't go well.
But it's unfortunate because if it had been a solid, a half decent game, there's still enough of a fan base there that it could have made money. It was their money to lose on an IP that should have guaranteed them at least, a return on their investment.
Yeah. Yeah, I might go back and try and play the 2010 run again at some point. Maybe give the Alien or Predator campaigns a try. The Marine one just didn't impress me at all, which after this was unfortunate.
The Alien one's just cool because you get to fight other aliens and predators, and you have to decide how to hunt differently. But just like in this one, the predators are so powerful.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember like the scariest thing about this game when you were playing as the Marine was, there were always aliens running along.
But a predator.
And you just heard a predator there, maybe, if the sound's up high enough. But yeah, there's only one predator you come across in the Marine campaign on this, and it is a scary thing. And there's no surprise that they give you a rocket launcher just before you go out into that area, so you know what's coming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's rocket launcher or mud. Those are your only two defenses against predators.
I mean, you saw how easily I was just slaying Marines as a predator just now.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same in the opposite direction. Man, the atmosphere in this game was just so cool at the time, and even today it's still not bad. That was what I loved about the Marine campaign in this, is like the tension was so finely crafted. Like, you play the first 3 levels of this game before you even come across an enemy. But they don't tell you that, so... like, it catches you off guard when it eventually happens.
Yeah. But you know what other game this reminds me of is the Chronicles of Riddick game.
Yeah, which I never actually played.
It was pretty good. I even picked it up again when it got that Dark Athena expansion or whatever it was, that special pack they released a couple years later. It was really good. It's unfortunate that the new Riddick movie isn't.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the highlight of the movie, and it's not really that much of a highlight, is you get to see, Katie Sackhoff's side boob for about 4 seconds.
All right.
and when that really is one of the highlights of the movie, you're like, yeah, it was trying so desperately to be pitch black again.
It's unfortunate, because I quite like the first 2 Riddick movies.
Yeah, it's pitch black if everyone else on the cast was terrible, except for Riddick.
Huh.
And well, I mean, Katie Sackhoff is good, but she's basically just there to be the tough chick who's gonna take a shower inexplicably for some reason in the middle of the movie.
Right.
And you're like, yeah.
They're like, hey, we should put a pretty girl having a shower into this game somewhere, probably.
Yeah. And of course now every interview online is like, what was it like doing your first nude scene? And she's like, just giving these sort of weird canned responses. I'm like, yeah, your career hasn't really gone anywhere since Battlestar Galactica. A little side boob won't hurt nothing.
Yeah, she had that like half a season of 24 and that was about it.
Yep.
Oh, I suppose she does a lot of voice acting though at this point.
She's pretty good. I don't mean to put her down or anything, but like if that movie had been big, then it would have been a great move.
Yeah.
But the movie is not so great. And the aliens just don't compare to how cool the aliens in Pitch Black are. But the aliens in Aliens are still the coolest aliens in my brain.
Oh, sure.
They're just terrifying. They're all shiny, but they're also like all slobbery at the same time, and they have acid for blood, and they have a mouth within a mouth. Like, everything about that is just terrifying.
That right there, by the way, is one of the reasons that I love the way they build tension in this game, because when that comes out of the ceiling, it looks like an alien head.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's a steam pipe. And they can put all these little jumping things, little like grasshopper things in here, just to flip you out.
You know, like the first Alien vs. Predator movie, the first new Alien vs. Predator movie with the, I can't remember what her name was. but with the female hero. If that movie had been rated R, it would have been so great.
It was, wasn't it?
Nope,
Or was it not?
nope, PG-13.
Oh man.
But if it had been rated
Oh no,
R,
it was the second one that was.
yeah. But that one sucked.
It sucked, but I kind of had to congratulate them on the amount of balls it takes to put in like an alien infecting a pregnant woman
Yeah.
and like birthing aliens out of her fetus
Yeah.
and
But
shit like that.
it was messed up because some of it was a good idea, but some of it was so 80s horror movie, like the teenagers inexplicably going to a pool
Oh
to
yeah.
skinny dip. You're like, are you serious? Where's Jason? He's gonna pop out of a corner any second now.
I remember the one cool part of that movie being when the predators first turn up properly and it's at that power plant or something.
Yeah.
That was actually a pretty good scene where the predators are just going to town on the aliens and the humans alike. What am I up to in here? Hit the security alarm. There's probably a computer workstation I'm supposed to use around here or something. Or get in the elevator. What's the rule about elevators in video games, Pac-Man? You don't get into them.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a lesson taught in Half-Life 1. If there's an elevator, don't be inside it. You'll die.
Yeah. And elevators always lead to something bad in games
Yeah.
like this.
The only nice elevators ever put into a game were in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
There's the beacon. All right.
Alright, so they should be coming down now. You know, with the complete lack of action we've had in this ramble so far, this could have been on that Peace Game stream.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we didn't actually kill very many things. That's okay. Just,
Yeah.
If there's anyone out there who hasn't played this and actually likes playing retro games, you know, break this one out of storage. It's so
This is a
much
great one. Before we go, I do just want to, like, use this gun because the sound effect is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, it's satisfying. Anyway, that'll do it for today, I think. That was some AVP2. It's a awesome old game that more people should play if they haven't. Although where you get it these days, I don't know. Is it on Good Old Games? It's got to
I'm
be,
not
right?
sure. I actually suspect it is. I think I've seen it there.
May even be on maybe it's just the first one that's on Steam. I'm not 100% sure. It is really cool though. As for GTA 5, maybe we'll get around to rambling that when it eventually comes into my hands on another platform. But by then I imagine everyone's already finished it, so who cares?
Yeah, yeah. By then everyone will be in post GTA and they'll be like, you know what? Maybe GTA 5 wasn't really so good. Maybe it did deserve 100 out of 100.
Yeah.
And it doesn't.
That seems like an appropriate...
That's a great way to end it.
That's a great way to end. Alright, so yeah, for more GTA 5 stuff, that will be pretty much all we talk about on the podcast this week, so from the sounds of Pac-Man's agenda anyway. So that's cool. Other than that, we'll see you next week for another ramble, guys.
Stay frosty.
From Pac-Man and I, we are out. Bye-bye.